Unit 1, Lesson 1, Reading. Objective: I can read a newspaper article. Reading skill: I can identify features of a newspaper article. Activity 1. What do you know about power cuts? Discuss. 1. What happens during a power cut? 2. Who can you call for help? 3. Have you ever been in a power cut? How did you feel? You may discuss the answers with your friends. Activity 2. Look at the text. Where is it from? Is it from A. a book, B. a website, or C. a newspaper? How do you know? Let's take a look at the text. The answer is a newspaper. Activity 3. Read and check. Find these features on page 9. A. The headline. B. The subheading. C. A quote. And D. A caption. First, let's learn about these features. A headline is the main title of the text. The subheading is a smaller title for the text. A quote is what somebody said. And lastly, a caption is a description of a photo. Now read the text and try to find these features.
The day the lights went out. Power cut hits millions. No light, no heat, no trains. A power cut hit New York State yesterday. Millions of people from New York to Canada had no light, no heating, and no food. 30 million people had no electricity for 13 hours. The power cut hit at 7 p.m. while pupils at Thomas Jefferson School were rehearsing for a school concert. I was singing when suddenly all the lights went out, said 11-year-old Loretta Green. Across New York City, people were making dinner. I was cooking soup when the power went off, said Martha Miller in Manhattan. It was dark everywhere. There was no electricity at all. My cooker is electric, so it stopped working. We had to eat biscuits for dinner. And it was really cold because there was no heating. 12-year-old Natasha Spendak was travelling home. My train was leaving the station when the lights went out, she said. The train went dark. A woman screamed and then it stopped. In the dark. It was really scary. Ambulances and hospitals were busy through the night. The traffic lights stopped working. So there were some bad traffic accidents, said James Fenner of the New York Ambulance Service. There were a lot of problems at home and in the streets. Some people broke an arm or a leg. There was no moon last night, so travelling by car was very difficult. It was really dark in Times Square, said Mario Bolatelli, a police officer. A lot of people left their cars in the street and walked home. At New York Zoo, an elephant escaped. The lights went out while we were feeding the animals, said Marnie Sherlock of the zoo. Someone forgot to close the gate, so the elephant escaped and walked down the road to the supermarket. It's okay now, though, and is safely back in the zoo. Why was there a power cut across a large part of North America? The answer is a squirrel. We're very embarrassed, said John Matlock of New York Power. A squirrel jumped on the power lines and they stopped working. It was an accident. We're very sorry.
Now check your answers. The day the lights went out is the headline. Power cut hits millions, no light, no heat, no trains is the subheading. New York City in darkness is a caption for the photo. And lastly, the train went dark, a woman screamed is a quote. Activity 4. Look at the vocabulary panel. Find the words in the text. Use the context to work out what they mean. Let's learn the vocabulary. 1. Accident. Noun. Something bad that happens that often hurts you. For example, Maria had an accident and broke her leg. 2. Ambulance. Noun. A form of transport that takes people to hospital. For example, I called for an ambulance as soon as I saw the accident. 3. Cooker. Noun. A large machine that you use to cook food. For example, my parents bought my grandma a new electric cooker. 4. Electricity. Noun. A source of energy that we use to work lights and many machines. For example, we didn't have any electricity during the power cut, so we used candles. 5. Embarrassed. Adjective. Feeling uncomfortable and a little stupid. For example, I was so embarrassed when I fell over in front of everyone. 6. Heating. Noun. Equipment that makes a building warm. For example, the heating isn't working, so it's very cold. 7. Hit. Verb. To happen or affect people with force. For example, the bad news hit him hard. 8. Million. Number. The number 1 million. For example, 1 million people live in this city. 9. Power. Noun. Electricity. For example, the power went off during the storm. 10. Rehearse. Verb. To practice a piece of music, a play, etc., before you perform it in front of people. For example, we're rehearsing for the concert on Sunday. That is the end of the lesson. To do the exercise, you may click the link in the description box. Do like and subscribe to see more lessons like this. Happy learning!